Perhaps at the most basic level, I teach in such a way that I want students to come out of my classes with a kind of hard realism about the realities that we face today. And yet at the same time, with a deep hope in God's capacities to bring about a new thing in our time and place. And so I'll often say that the Christian faith is not optimistic. Our core narratives are structured around a people enslaved in an oppressive economy. It begins with a people sitting beside the waters of Babylon in mourning, in exile. It begins with a dead body enclosed in a tomb. So the Christian faith is not optimistic. It begins with a very hard realism about the world in which we find ourselves. And yet, I'll go on, I'll say the Christian faith at the same time is not pessimistic, because as we remember in word, in proclamation, in the sacraments, in our lived lives of discipleship, we remember that God has been faithful, that God has brought about a new people who were no people, that God has brought about a new society in the midst of an imperial oppressive one, that God has raised up to new life a persecuted, crucified human being, God's beloved Son. And so this gives us hope in the midst of the very worst of it all. And so I hope that students will come out of my classes with a kind of steely, gritty, subversive, and unrelenting hope for God's creation.